straight away looking at our little dining table. Richard just had some breakfast, probably about a good hour ago, because he had a late night and one too many beers. But anyway, so this is our lounge room window. Not a bad little view from our lounge room. And behind here we just got another spare bedroom, which we have to clean up and get organised at some stage, because we've got one of Richard's friends coming to help us sail to Darwin. So we're going to have to clean this up. It is quite big. It's probably about the size of a double bed. There's lots of storage, as you can see. We've got a cupboard here, which I can never open because it doesn't have a handle. And at the moment it's just got spare ropes, or sheets I should call them, and some fenders. It's a bit hard to see because I'm actually using Richard's phone at the moment because my camera has to charge. So then you're looking back at where we came in, and we've got another little couch here. These both can be turned into beds, and in rough sea you get these straps and you put them over yourself and they keep you on the bed. Yeah, so we've got a few of our books up and things. A little desk where we've got our AIS and radio system, UHF. And then this here, if I can get it off, is our brand new navigational system. So this tells us, or plot charter, and this tells us that we can plot where we want to go. It tells us wind warnings and what the weather's doing and all sorts of cool stuff. We don't really know how to use it yet, so we're gonna pull it. Well, Richard's already pulled out the manual and started having a read, but I'll have to learn how to use it too. So we charge just on one little inverter. That's all we've got to charge at the moment. We need to get a double adapter so we can charge a few things. In here, Richard was very nice to put up a shower curtain for me because there is no door and I didn't really like that, to the toilet. Not too bad. Lots of space in here, so I'm hoping Richard's going to build a shower and things like that in here, and eventually put in a really good little bathroom. At one stage when we first came on board there was a bit of a smell. It wasn't really bad, it was just like a bit of a old toilet kind of smell, and it was a bit horrible and yucky, and Richard had to eventually decide to pull it apart, and he found out what the problem was. Ew! Oh, that's so disgusting. So, when I was doing my introduction before, I said how I was having trouble getting the water back into the toilet. It was really hard to pump the water, and the suction isn't really working. Well, Richard's decided to pull the dunny apart.
Well, I discovered it was leaking.
Oh, it was leaking, there you go.
A little bit, and it's always been a bit smelly, and it's leaking. The smell is because it's leaking that tiny little bit. So I'm just pulling it all apart to find out why it's leaking and try and fix it. And yes, it stinks.
So he's fixed that and now it doesn't smell anymore, which is good. This is our kitchen here. Bit of storage around. At the moment, we just went for a sail yesterday, and we've got a 400 litre tank which is actually just under here. And when we went for a sail, I think it's just stirred up a whole lot of sediment. I'll show you. So I don't know if you can see this, but we just went for a sail. We wanted some water, and there is all these. It's gone all mucky. It's like, see, floaty, and it's really, I don't know, hang on. You can see all the sediment moving around there. There we go. See it better in that light.
Oh, and you wonder it tastes shit. and you wonder fucking Jonathan brought water out here when they...
Mankey, you can see all the floaties. That's our water. Yeah. To use the tap, it's a little foot pedal. It's a bit like living in a caravan or a really big caravan. This is our little stove. We've got a brand new little oven, which I'm really excited to use and didn't have to clean, which was really good. And it swings. So if you're in heavy seas, you need to cook. You can do this, and these little things, they slide across and they hold your pots and pans in place. Anyway, that holds it in place so that it doesn't, apparently it's not meant to fall off. Little toaster. My niece was asking me all these questions like, do we have a microwave, do we have a TV, do we have this, do we have that? And unfortunately not. We've only got three batteries, sorry. And you can use the inverter to power some things but not a lot of things, so you can't use a hairdryer. Things that are going to take a lot of battery power. So that's our toaster, and we have to boil the kettle just on the stove. So to do the dishes as well, we need to boil the kettle, and if you want to have a bath or a wash or anything, you need to boil the kettle so you can have some warm water, because it's only cold water, which isn't so bad seeing that it's virtually 28 degrees to 30 degrees most days. Here we finally got our little fridge. Yay! It was a bit annoying the first 2 nights we didn't have a fridge, so every time we wanted a cup of tea or something, we had to run over to shore, which was a 400-metre journey on the little dinghy, go and get the milk, bring it back, and then we could have a cup of tea. It was a bit annoying. And which also meant we didn't have a lot of fresh fruit and veggies because we couldn't keep it cold. Anyway, so there's our batteries. It's running everything, the lights, everything. Big dunny pipe down there. And there's the motor in there. Eventually we'll close all this up like on the other side with these sorts of boards, and it'll all be covered. Just at the moment, while we're getting used to everything, we've got it all open. These are all our little lights, so you can see there you've got your anchor lights, steam lights, down lights, navigational lights. And some more things, autopilot there. Some other things, and these. So this has to be, this one's for the motor, so you flip that around so that it's like this one, so that you can see it's green. Flick this one around, and that will, and then you can turn the key and turn the motor on, and we can motor our way out of here. So yeah, there's just a bit more of the motor. The other day when we went for a sail, we've also kept this open because we're finding a few little things, finding out all the little things that we need to fix up. So when we were sailing, I could smell something, and Richard thought I was just being sensitive, but actually what's happened is this is a brand new fan belt, and it's actually rubbing on all this metalwork in here, the engine, and it was burning, and the lanolin and other oils were coming off, and it's actually, I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's all frayed. So we need to replace that before we go on another sail as well. So we're just leaving it open until we work out what needs to be fixed and what doesn't. Anyway, from the kitchen, you then walk into the back bedroom, which is what we're calling the master bedroom. So we've got some space here for our clothes and knickknacks and that, and big bed. A decent sized bed. It's probably a good queen size bed, maybe a little bit smaller. very comfortable, so we're good. It's good. Little fan for when it's hot, and we've got a closet. I've just got my suitcase in the way because I haven't finished unpacking. But we've just got to give it a good clean and maybe put some boards up, because that is the toilet pipe where everything goes out into the sea. Yep, and then we're catching those fish and we're eating those fish. That's the cupboard, and then there's our view from our bedroom windows. Not bad view at all. That one's a bit dirty. We've got pot plants on all the little portholes because it funnels the wind in and keeps this place really, really cool. Otherwise, I've got a lovely view of the aluminium smelt there. Otherwise it gets really, really hot, and you're virtually sitting in a tin box or a metal box, and in 30-degree heat. It's not really pleasant, and you feel it very quickly. We went for a sail yesterday, and we had to close up all the portholes. We had to close all these, and it heated up a lot. Like when we came down, it was just disgusting in here. There is a step. That's quite funny. There's a step here, and then that actually, I don't know if you can tell, it actually goes down. There's quite a fair bit of a ramp sort of thing going on there, and what happens is in the middle of the night you hit your head. Hence why the previous owners have put some rubber up there. Trust me, you do hit your head a lot. You try and remember it, but at 2 o'clock in the morning when you need to go to the bathroom, you do forget about that. So that's Sanpoi. That's our little home. We're just trying to get sorted. It's hard to know where to store everything and how to store it because there's not a lot of space. And oh yeah, that is our emergency beacon. That we use if it's called an Ep.2. That's it. I'm trying to remember it then. Ep.2. So it sends off a signal when we're in trouble or in distress. If the boat sinks or something happens, we can use that. I don't know how to use it, and I think it'll be very important for us to learn how to use it before we leave. I think it's pretty straightforward once you read the manual. Anyway, so that is Sanpoi. Bye, Sanpoi! Oh, and it's raining! This is we decided to leave! It's raining! It's a bit refreshing.
It's all right. The dirty clothes are in the dry bag.